2k44 here, and I got a bit of a different video today. Today on my team, I'm gonna be telling you kind of like a review of NBA 2k20 and a wish list in one video. So what I'm gonna be doing is telling you guys five positive things that NBA 2k20 has done this year that I would love to see in the game next year, and five negative things, some things that should be removed or fixed from the game, not be included the way they are next year. I'm gonna do 5 positive, 5 negative. Let's get to it. So, number one, the first positive, we got card evolution. Now, overall, this was a great concept. It was a great concept in thought, theory, and it actually worked out very well. It varies per card, but there are a lot of evolution cards in the game, and in general, it's a great way for you budget ballers to buy out cheap cards, play with them, raise them up to the top. Now, obviously, there might be individual problems with cards, like, there are some cards that require too much work that aren't worth it, but overall, evolution cards have been great. I've been taking advantage of it here. And just think it's something new that 2K put in. It really turned out to be a success. Like Antoine Walker, there's no point in doing all that to get him up to a big diamond. It's not worth it. You know what? If I want to get Eric Pascal up to a pink diamond by doing that, it's definitely could be worth it. So honestly, just depends on the individual card, but in general, I love to see evolution cards in the game. Alright, so coming on to the first negative, that is right here. We got one of my ghost squad, but it's position locks. Alright, position locks are honestly a negative. Now, I was actually kind of happy. When they started putting in position locks this year, because last year you run up squads against or starting Giannis at the point guard, other guys, and having teams full of centers, and you could barely even see like real point guards out there. And in the beginning of the year, 2K did a good job of actually sticking to it. You actually saw small point guards. Players were kept at their positions, but now late in the year, 2K has kind of broken their own reasons for adding position locks by adding players should not be playing positions like Giannis should not be playing the point guard. Nikola Jokic should not be playing the point guard. LeBron should not be playing the point guard. Don Maker should not be playing the point guard. And 2K does not even allow us. 2K does not even allow us to counter that unless you obviously match up, but it's just like 2K basically defeated their whole purpose to position lock. Now, I'm not saying I'm necessarily against using that kind of cheese, but I feel like position locks have been purposeless and annoying. It's just not necessary. If 2K is gonna ruin it by adding all these broken cards, which I'm not necessarily opposed to, they should at least remove position locks. And obviously, it's a moneymaker for the game, but it's something that I feel that will make it better from a player's standpoint. Alright, so coming into the next positive, have these spotlight challenges. Spotlight challenges in general have been a dub this year. Earlier in the year, we had these player spotlight challenges where if you complete one game, you actually get the Evo card, which you could grind, and it's a tough grind. But we got Emerald Dwayne Wade, and we picked it up to a Ruby. But then also, if you complete all these challenges, which is a grind, you get a diamond. And in the beginning of the game, a diamond was a good card. In all of these, you could literally do this something, I don't know, but it was a grind. But that's another way that 2K was play to win this year, and I'm always looking for good ways to get a good team without spending money. Honestly, for a dub. And then later in the year, we got the Spotlight Sims challenges and the Historic Spotlight Sims challenges, which were also a dub. If you completed all 60 of these teams, which were a grind, man. It took 20 days of basically non-stop. You actually get 5 opals, including Goat Kobe, James Harden, Hakeem, Chris Mullen, and Gilbert. This was obviously a grind, but it was just so worth it in my opinion. And I'm really happy that these challenges actually rewarded you with something worthy. So I would love to see this or something similar. Coming into the negative though, it's going to be the other set of challenges, weekly challenges, man. There's no point to the weekly challenges, alright? I'm sorry. There's just no point in playing these weekly challenges. Almost all of these, every week you could play 5 games and you're getting what? A total of 2,500, 2,300, getting a total of like 3,900 MT and 6 tokens, man. It's straight up not worth it. Challenges will take you literally 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. When you could basically make the same amount of MT, if not more, playing 2.5 hours of triple threat online. 6 tokens, you could make a lot more than that playing triple threat online. So why would I play offline? Rewards just aren't there. I did one in the beginning of the year just to see if it was like a reward. There was not. It's not worth it. It would be nice to upgrade these rewards like you did with Spotlight Sims. If you're going to play offline, Spotlight challenges are way more worth it than, challenges. But we've had these in the game for a while, and all I'm saying is 2K should just give us some better rewards for this so people actually want to do it. Alright, so coming in third positive, we got locker code. So 2K has done an amazing job this year. Codes for us. And yeah, they've been releasing multiple weeks. The codes vary in how good they are. Sometimes they're free, free guaranteed players. Sometimes they're packs. Sometimes they're tokens. But any free locker code drop is a dub. Just why not? It keeps the community involved. It's just a nice thing to have. The other thing that I want to touch on about locker codes, I feel like 2K does a good job of balancing out how good the locker codes really are. And I know there are so many people out there that are just like, drop the best locker codes possible. But in reality, you gotta have that balance between a player or a code that would get people excited. But also, you don't want the cards to be that good that they actually undermine the people grinding for good stuff and the people getting money because people are getting cards for free in locker codes and that are just as good as cards people paid for. It's really like you have to question, why did I waste my money on this game? Or I think locker codes really have purpose. Coming in at the third negative, and this we're gonna go do our collection for a minute. It's the Heat Check collection. Now honestly, in the beginning of the year, Heat Check served its purpose. For those of you guys that don't know, every player in the NBA had a Heat Check, and when a player would be playing well, your card would go on fire. They get a few overalls higher, some stats higher, and it was basically like a first moments card. Now it's hard to say now, obviously with the season owned, not being able to use Heat Check cards for the past 2 months. Aside that, I just feel like Heat Checks aren't worth it. They're barely better than the current cards, and they're really not usable after 3 months of the season starting. They're super expensive too. They're going for so much. Checks could be replaced with something better. In the old days, they had the historic collection, where they could just do, something little bit well thought out of than heat check. And of course, it is a personal opinion. You might like heat checks. I never see heat checks online anymore, and especially now with the season being over, heat checks are not any better than current cards. All right, so all right, we're gonna move on to our fourth positive right here, and that's this token system. Now, overall, token system has been a nice addition to the game. What this is instead of giving more rewards players like they did in the past, 2k19 they installed this token system where you obviously work your way up these color boards, and you could get players by cashing in tokens. Now, the main thing I like about this is that you can actually get rewards players you want. In the old days, they used to just give you the card, whether you liked it or not. Here, you actually could choose which cards you want. Honestly, really nice. Um, so I'm on the pink diamond board here. There are a lot of great cards. Now, there are some ways this can be improved. But overall, I would love to see the token market, some version of this kind of reward. Coming in at the fourth negative, we have the auction house. And honestly, there's only one problem with the auction house, and I'm going to show you what I mean with that. Get a card into my auction house. I'll show you what I mean with this. I want to sell this Ben Simmons, right? He's in my auction house, but I don't know how much he's going for. I want to get the price exactly right. I have to go all the way over here. I have to search and search Ben Simmons. My minimum buyout and maximum buyout. Try and get the lowest card. Much higher than that. Yeah, now you see that the price to sell him is about 1K. And now I go back here, and now I put him up for 1K. Honestly, for selling 1, 2, or 3 cards, it doesn't matter. But for a guy like me, when I have like 20 cards in my auction house, and I'm doing one after the next after the next, it really gets annoying to be going back and forth, doing all I did for that Ben Simmons 20 times. So all I'm asking for 2K20, just allow you to see the price that this card is going for on here, or just search this card up in the auction house from your My Auction screen. Would just save a lot of time, especially after a pack opening when you want to just put the card up one after the next after the next. Something to seriously consider. Fifth positive is Myteam Unlimited. Don't mind that. Specifically, the Player of the Month cards. Now, the Player of the Month cards started off a little bit weak. Once we got to the Galaxy Opals, they have been nothing but a dub this season. There were 4 Galaxy Opals that you could get from playing Myteam Unlimited. Honestly, the most fun mode in the game. You got the Dr. J for completing the original collection. James Worthy in March. Chamberlain in April. Glenn Rice in May. And they are some of the best. They are good Galaxy Opals. Good free Galaxy Opals. And it's honestly not that hard to get there. There are a few things that can be improved with Unlimited. And I'm talking about better rewards. Besides just going 12 games. Also, be able to take your prize once you lose and want to reset. But the truth is that top reward of Player in the Month cards are nice, and I would love to see a game mode, or at least something that gives these kind of rewards for my team online play for 5v5. So honestly, I'm happy with these Player of the Month cards and the way they've improved over the season. Alright, and now I got one more negative for y'all. More negative for y'all, and that is bye. We got one more negative for y'all, and that is triple threat. And when I'm saying this, I'm honestly just talking about the board resetting, man. No, I don't like that you have to go back to the first board after you complete series in triple threat. You should just be allowed to stay at board 5. Honestly, kind of annoying. You play for 2.5 hours. 2 hours, you get to that top board where they have the max reward. You can only stay there for 2 or 3 games. You can't just stay there. Slightly annoying, but you know what? It's got its purposes. Alright, so thank you for coming out and listening to my 5 positives and 5 negatives of 2K, 2K20, and I hope that NBA 2K takes this duration when they're finalizing it or whatever. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and do all of that.